Hello everybody, this is Hashayar. Welcome to part 3 of offline dictionary with Python and Json file. So we develop our code until, let me check how far we gone here. Actually we looked through our dictionary. So if the value is more than 1 as a list, for example, if we have more value more definition for one word, it means we are dealing with a list of definitions. So we can ask the user if he want to see all of the answers or just one. If yes, it will going to print all the answer one line by line, and else is going to print only the first value. And also what we need to do, if here so here actually if length of the value is not greater than 1, not actually there, so here we have else, and we can say print just the value, that's it. So, and after we can move this input, press a key to continue. Actually we can copy this, cut this line from here, let's say Control X, and we can add it exactly in bottom of the for loop here. So let's try how our code is going to work now. Enter a word, for example, let's say, I don't know, let's keep do everything with the water. There are more than definition, yes, right, press a key. Whatever, what about water? No, only one. Let's say sun. I will find something that we only have one definition. What can be? Let's say sky. What about week? Right. Okay, then it's working in all three possible conditions. All right. So if there is more than one value, it's going to look through all those values. If we want, if we don't want, it's just showing us the first one. And else, if there is only one value as a definition, it's going to print that value. And after end of this all for loops, it's going to ask us for hit something or not hit, to press a key to continue. So now is all these things working if word is in data. So it means the user entered the word. It means two things. First, it means the user entered the correct word without no mistyping, no extra space, no shift, anything. And it means the data is really available. So for example, for example, if now I'm going to say S uppercase U and sun, like sun with uppercase U, it's going to check it because we already have that fixed that data checking with our word that lowercase. Yes, but what about I make with double N? The word is not there, or double S, it's not there. And so for that we need to find a way to search similar words. For that we need to use a library called difflib. It's a very useful library. It's going to give you some sequence match, some clause match, and it's working like really like an engine to find similar items for like different kind of projects. I don't know, for whatever you want to use it. But in our case, we need only one method from difflib module. So I'm going to write from difflib import get close match as GCM. I think that's the only thing we need to have here. Alright, and also before I continue to develop this, if the conditions, let's say we are here and we can't go out now. So how we can go out instead of every time interrupt the program with keyboard? One way is that every time we enter the word, we can say, before we convert the word to lowercase, all lowercase, we can say if word is not dot upper, then if the entry is not capital Q, and after you can run all this chunk of code. Alright, so we can have some kind of header for our program every time it starts to show to display something like this is a dictionary, and enter a word, and also we can display, alright, press Shift and Q to exit. Right, so let's do that. Actually, it's very easy. Let's say we can print something here very fast, like this is our dictionary, and here print, and also print, maybe not, no, let's say print press Shift plus Q to terminate, or to exit, whatever. So, and after you are going to check if the input is really upper Q, and if it's not, we are going to continue if there is a word or something, if we enter a word. So here we can just say if word, to respond to this if statement, we put one else here. Else means if this is upper Q, then we can say print, right, exiting the program. And do I have time? Yes, I have time. And time.sleep, I don't know, 1 second. And after running equal false. That's it. So let's try that before we continue with other stuff. Count equals 0. Where is the problem here? Line 10. Yeah, I forgot closing the parentheses. Okay, now press Shift plus Q to terminate. All right, exiting program, and we're out. And now entering the word. Okay, let's say water, and we go back to our business here. All right, cool. And now Q, we go out. And also maybe I'm going to print one extra space here. So this is our last else. So what we can do with our difflib. So it means if the word from here, if word is not in data, so else if our word is not in data, we can first print to just check how it's working. The word is not in data file, or something like that. You can just and print, and or yeah, and also we can have this line here. Control C. So we can check it now. Let's say, or week with, yeah, week with 2w. The word is not in data file. All right, let's see if it's really not in data file. This line should be our last message for the user. So how we can use get close match method here. So get close match needs 3 parameters. We can say, actually it's very easy, we can create a list or variable that will be a list with this method. So match equal GCM. Every GCM or get close match need 3 parameters. First one is what you are looking for, your base word. So it will be word, and second one will be the place you are looking for. Where we are looking for find similar words, it's our data.keys. All right, and the third one is the cutoff. So cutoff means how far or how far you are going to look for matches. Is it similar for 50%, 60%, or 1% only closer or more far match? All right, what I found is 0.8 is very okay for our purpose here. So every time our if statement say the word we are entering is not in our data, automatically first is going to check if there is any similar word available in our data, and if there is going to append it to this variable here, which is a list. So we can check if length of the match let's say if length of the match let's say if there is no similar words. All right, so if the matches are completely empty, then we can print here no match or no match found, something like that. Or yeah, maybe so all right, so no match found. And we can say after time that sleep, let's say 1 second, so we don't have to hit the keyboard over and over, no match found. And let's see, and after it should go back to the main function, main loop. Let's say something, it's not in data file. All right, where I developed that. No, I think I made some mistake here. Wait a sec. Yep. I developed. I put this chunk of code in the wrong place. All right, it should be here. You can move this stuff here, and also, so now we can also get rid of this time delay here. The word is not in data file. Or no match found, maybe it's better, just no match found. So, and after, this is a condition if there is really no match in our data, but what if there is a match? So else, it means the length of the match is not 0. Else, first, let's say we just print the match. Alright, and let's bring them I make some interrupt here to show you, not like that, like this one. Let's say week or with 3e. We have a list, it's showing us the list, right? But, or for example, let's say sun, oh, it's just one. What we can say, water with double T, and we have 3 matches as you see here. And now we need to give ability to user to choose one of these words. So let's go out of it, and here we can have word equal input and say select your word from the list. And actually, let's say print one more of these spaces, or we can use n, I don't know how you want. And here, after we have the word from the user, like user choose the word, and we can go for key value. We can start from here. Exactly. Copy. And that's it. So the only difference between this after else, so we have 2 big if else statements. The first one is straight away going for searching the word because we are almost sure that the word have entered correctly. And the second one, if there is something wrong and if we think the data is not in that the word is not in our data here, then we are going to check for match if there is really mistyped or something. And if really there is no match and there is no mistype, for example, or it's some really meaningless word, we can say there is no match found. But else, if there is something found, we have to show it to our user so he can change. And after he check and select the word, then we are going through the same process as above. So I think we are almost done with our main goal of this program. Let's say enter word, let's say something really meaningless, match not found. Alright, what about something like that? We have only one. Water, prosecute to continue, select from word of list. Alright, then there should be something extra here. Yeah, this one, we don't need it anymore. We don't need this anymore. We don't need this anymore. Let's say again, water, we just have water, meter, and water. And water, we have more than the one definition. Yes, boom, boom, boom. And we go out again. Something like that again, water. No. We just show us the first one. So, and shift and Q, we are exiting the program now. But what I wrote for myself had one extra functionality, had some beeps and here and there, and also I show something like a loading data bar to like an indicator like data is loading. Actually it was just for show, it had nothing to do with loading the data, but I just want to show you how to write it. What was my file name? Let me check. It was, yeah, okay, that one. Just take a look. You see here I'm loading the data, yeah, and press Shift and Q to terminate, and I have some indicator dictionary version 1.0 by KN. So enter the word and everything is same, but how you can make this one, and then I'm going to show you now. Alright, actually it's very easy. So what I did is I made the list, let's say letters equal, let me just copy from my own program here, and something like that. And before anything starts here, after I load my data, so here I make one simple for loop for next in letters. All right, first of all os.system and cls, and after I'm going to print loading data, loading data, and after I'm going to print the next one. So it means every time it's going for this for loop, first is cleaning screen, printing this one, and after print this one, and another cycle, clean everything, print again, load data, and print second one. So every time you see load data is stay there, but the next is changing. So this way you can make some kind of illusion to like animation on text or command line. I don't know what you really call it. And if you want to see this kind of animation, time.sleep 0.30 should be there, because if we don't do it, it will fast be run here and we can't even see it. And also every time we run the program, we can have winsound.beep, and for one, let's say 1/500, and I don't know, maybe 500. So let me show you one more time the screen, and no, this one, this one, this one. Okay. What is it? Name WinSound. Oh, I didn't import the WinSound. All right. So one more time. Loading the data. Okay. It's a dictionary. Press a word. Let's say sunny. More than, yes, show us all, and continue, and let's say, I don't know, again sky or something, and I'm trying to check everything here, blah blah blah, match now found. Alright, but now let's say water, there are 3 matches. Water, yes, show me more definition, and that's it, and Shift plus Q, and we are out of the program. So that would be it. I hope you enjoyed the program. It was a mini project, so if you have some question, please ask, and please hit the like button, and if you like my tutorials, please subscribe, and I see you in next video. Thanks for watching.